4-color mid-range versus the ambitious Waffle the Doggo. Sure. Nice? Why nice? Huh. Huh. I'm gonna opt for the trade because I have another one. Opponent could be the same deck, basically. Aww. I can push. That's even better. And this will actually flip my Cecil now. So that was a good push. Very good push. And yep, that's the downside of Sheltered by Ghosts. It's a 2-for-1. So don't underestimate that. And the opponent didn't like it. Alright. Alright, good start to 4-color mid-range. Legendaries. Legendary mid-range, maybe. 4-color Legendaries is probably the better name for the deck. Yeah, let's just keep playing and see what happens. 4-color Legendaries versus the ambitious Moondrop. Kind of slow, but we have a verse and then a Raffine, so let's see what we can do going forward. Vanishing Verse also like either amazing or just not usable. Okay, okay. Well, let's go. Okay, Strict Proctor. Alright. An Urborg is actually good because I don't really necessarily want to use these other cards. Let's attack first. Pooh. I'm gonna discard Cecil here. Alright, good time to use my...
For now, I must step out of the shadows. Another piece in place.
Use my Eiganjo there. The opponent is definitely Lotus Field. Alright, they got another one. I can exile it. Oh, they got more. Um. I want to discard this. Oh, that's a good plot next turn. Don't need the Plaza. Okay. Wait a minute. The trigger's on the stack, so yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Should I have Vanishing Verse plus Otawara, the Proctors? I think it all depends now on whether or not they have the pour over the pages. Alright, well next turn, it's gonna be interesting. I don't mind that, to be honest.
You won't break my resolve.
Alright, let's attack. Put the connive on this. This, I need to do this otherwise to ensure that it gets the counter. Because I do want it to be able to at least take out... Well, actually, there's no proctors to block. I could have kept the fatal push. No, but I mean, what am I going to push? Like 2 proctors? I don't need to push anything else now. Now, all that's I have that keeps me alive against whatever the opponent may do. Oh, perfect. A legendary land. Which I'll keep in my hand for discard purposes. So now I have Otawara or Vanishing Verse as my only protection. And the opponent has 2 more turns, maybe. Ooh, an Archdruid's Charm. Yeah, sure. They're gonna grab another one of those lands. So, like... Sure. Oh, does that you can put it... yeah, put it on the battlefield tapped. Okay, now things are starting to kick off for the opponent. Hidden strings, yes, sure. Ciphered it onto the Proctor, so let's put a stop before combat. Ah, they got it. They got it. They didn't. Okay, so they have a lot of mana, but only 2 cards in hand, so... No, that's probably what they needed. Sure. Don't want the opponent to untap 2 lands. 2 or 1? 1. No, 2. All right, let's Valki first, because that's free. Ooh, a Thoughtseize, how beautiful. Yeah. Definitely going for that. Oh, that's pretty good. Another Thoughtseize. Oh, they can cast it in response though. Ah, but they cannot go for anything. No, like they can only go for the land. So I'm forcing them to basically pick the land option here. So at least that's something. Because if they go for creature, I'm just gonna take it. So basically, they can only go for a land, and it's not a Lotus Field because they've already used up all their Lotus Fields anyway. So sure. I can actually play the Lotus Field here, right? Because of the Proctor. I'll go for this one because this has Menace, so it's unblockable basically. Ooh, ooh, do I need a... I don't think I need this Thoughtseize. This is Legendary, so let's just discard both these. So the opponent has 1 top deck, basically. Like, next turn is lethal. 5. Yeah, next turn is lethal. No matter if they block or not, it doesn't change the clock. So they have exactly one draw, and I have 1 Otawara to protect myself. I can flash back like an Edict or a Thoughtseize or whatever with Shiko next turn. So it's all up to this 1 draw that they had, or that they have. And I have an Otawara, so that can deal with some things. Ga. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah, if I bounce it, they can just replay it, right? Can I even? No. No. Alright, fine. They found exactly what they need, right? Didn't they? Can they cast the ultimatum? Yes. Am I dead, though? Like, I have Menace and Flying. What is... I always forget what the Lotus Field deck does, exactly. Can I bounce Edict or something? Like, will I still win? So, 3 cards, different names. I choose one of those cards. Okay, wait. So I don't care about Omniscience. They can't... Okay, they can't... Wait. Okay, yeah. Fine. Sure. What are they gonna petition for, though? Yeah. Unfortunately, they're gonna be able to cast whatever they look digged up for free. Wait, I can bounce the Omniscience now. I think that's my moment. Right? So whatever they get, maybe they can't cast it. Ah, they can. Oh, they can. But wait, can't. Oh, they can. But is it enough? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. What a game. What a game. Okay. Okay. Not okay? What? Where did that come from? What? Where did that go? Aw, damn it. I think now I'm just dead still in the end, after all. They have 6 mana. They can cast Omniscience. Yeah. Okay, and now... Can they draw more? Oh, but they're... Oh, it's my turn. Oh my god. Okay. Like, honestly, do I care about Omniscience? I don't think I do. I just want to get in damage. I'm gonna discard the Duress. No, I'm actually not, because I want to have that in hand for when I do this. Oh. Another Shiko. Alright, they have one more go. One more draw. Yes! Yes! They get it. I got it. I just barely made it. Whew! What a game. What a game that was. That was a good game. 4-color Legends versus Lotus Field. Barely, just barely making it. I had to use up all my resources, all my wits, all my planeswalkers. But victorious in the end. Alright, on to the next game. 4-color Legends versus Ordinary Forensic. Fatal Push, Edict, pretty good. Got the lands, at least for what I'm, what I have going on in the beginning of the game. Only need red for Shiko. Ugh. Yeah, sure. So the Cory Steel Cutter it is. Yep, and they're already gonna go for some Coricious stuff. Oh, the red, that's good. Ah, sheltered. Well, no, and the Edict's not gonna work because they're for sure gonna. No, are they gonna play another spell? Maybe not. Maybe not. If I'm lucky. Oh, of course they are. Exactly what they need. Wow. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, this game's over. Oh, this game is so over. Unless I drop exactly like Fatal Push, there's nothing I can do here. There's nothing. Any number of legendary or enchantment. That thing has trample. Like, no. Nope. The fact that they got... they had also had the hammer... put the nail in the coffin here. Yeah, alright. GG. I accept defeat. Well, that was quick and painless. Or painful. From my perspective, it was. But alright, on to the next game. 4-color Legendaries versus Veteran Explorer Gugio. Yep. No, you thirst? You first? Ah, you Thoughtseize me first? Fine. I'm gonna Thoughtseize you back if you don't take that. Oh yeah. Oh, double annex? You gotta be kidding me. This works. So now I can play, well... What? Why? Why? You had an annex, my friend. You had an annex. Like, I was so afraid of that annex because just because you didn't play it on turn 3, you think you lost. Like, I have failed push. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't play this until turn 7, or I play it as a 2-1 and take your bloodletter. Sure, okay, that's fine, but... Alright, fair enough. Well, a victory. Deserved. Don't know. Let's just go to the next game then. And add a game for that was kind of a non-game. 4-color Legendaries versus the mighty Control Freak. Yes. Let's see what we're working against. Oh yeah, definitely take the mouse. The Edict is good too. Game? Wow. Non-token. Now the question is, do I actually go for an annex here? Like, it's quite risky in my opinion, so I'm gonna actually go for this plus this. And one more turn, like one more land plus 2 more turns, then I can actually flash back an Edict. Or, yeah, basically an Edict. Okay. How are we gonna handle this? I think I have to block with this. So they can pump once, but it's not gonna change anything. And if they decide to kill Nashi, I still have my life gain. So that actually went fairly okay. Now I'm gonna have to go for the annex here. I don't have another choice really. So I'm gonna take another 2. At least I can play Chico next turn. Hope they don't find anything hasty. Wait a minute. Let's do this. I really need to do this. I need the demon. I need the life gain. So that Nemesis actually worked out pretty okay from my perspective. I think this is now somewhat under control, which is surprising, almost against mono red, with so many mana confluences and stuff. Okay, lands, am I right? Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Good. All right. Good. On to tier 1. 4-color Legendaries. Pretty cool. Pretty successful so far. Let's see. The next, what is this? Game number 4. But the previous one was kind of a non-game. So we're gonna add. Wait. No, what am I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was game 5. So I'm gonna add one more game. So on to the final game of today's run. 4-color Legendaries versus I. Yes, a lot of early game here. A lot of early game interaction. Let's kick it off with this. All right, so well, at least I know Duress isn't doing anything now. They're gonna play the elf, which I will allow for one turn, or just kill it. Let's actually kill it. Do I want to play Nashi here? Like, really? Because unless they drew another 3-mana creature, they're not ramping into anything here at the moment. So I could actually just chill. So let's just take that gamble. Then a Duress would have been better, right? Permanent. Let's see what permanent. Do they reveal it? Yeah, it's a land. Alright, well, let's push this so that they can't ramp into their 4-mana creatures. Duress has such a high risk of whiffing. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna keep up the Edict. That's really nice that this... Oh! Okay, well, the good news is Edict takes care of Fiora.
Sun in the sky, brine on my skin. Great day to fight.
That was good. That was important. That was so important. That was so important. But okay. Again, they're not playing on. Why? I mean, they're at 3 mana. If they draw 1 mana, they play a 4/4 trampler with haste. Like, why don't people just trust that sometimes just a 4 mana 4/4 is already a problem? Like, how would I have dealt with that? I'm 2 mana away from Shiko. I mean, I would have played the Annex, but I wouldn't have had an immediate answer, and then they would add another one and a Cavalier. Like, phew. But, okay. So, having access to Edict, Thoughtseize, Fatal Push is good. Alright, wow. Not Esper, 4-color, because we also run Shiko with a little bit of red. So, 4-color Legends. Going 5-1 it is, I think, right? Yeah, 5-1 actually. Pretty impressed. So yeah, let's head over to the recap. All right, so let's have a look at this unique deck that actually did pretty well today. 4-color Legends. So let's start off with the 4 Thoughtseize, 1 Duress. So you have protection against the random stuff. Black. In the early game, these things are awesome. In the mid to late game, they can be drop off a little bit. You can whiff with Duress, but that's why there's only 1. Even Duress can whiff, but it's not that likely. But yeah, this is your protection against things that you can not prevent or like deal with once they enter the battlefield. So this is your kind of answer to all. Then you have a package of, well, exiled non-monocolored permanents. So there is a way to remove permanents. 4 pushes and 2 edicts to deal with creatures, planeswalkers. So there is a mix of, you have the ability to deal with certain things. So yeah, not just relying on Thoughtseize here. Then we have the creature package, which is two Cecils, which are also in Pioneer, pretty good. 1 mana 2/3 that, you know, is aggressive, good, also defensively pretty good, and can flip into a 4/4 lifelinker. So all good. Then you have the Nashi, which is also pretty amazing. A 2 mana 2/2 with Menace, and whenever you deal combat damage, you mill cards, and then you can put any legendaries or enchantments from the milled cards into your hand. So, or if you do not, for any card that you know, if you put no cards, so if you don't hit anything or you don't choose anything, then you can put a counter on it. So this thing can grow, but more importantly, it is card advantage. So that's kind of what we're going for here. Then we have kind of the MVP here. It's Raffine. Whenever you attack, you connive, so your creatures grow and you get through your deck, basically. So you can find all of these situational things that you need, or finding lands, whatever you need. You go into the deck and you can discard any non-land cards that you no longer need. Like late in the mid game, you might not need a Thoughtseize. In the early game, you might not need a Shiko. So you grow your creatures. So the clock is actually quite okay. So yeah, that's the whole creature package. Then we have Jace, which also draw and discard. So just getting through the deck. Also, you can plot the Valki. So this is also a kind of a mini combo here. Plotting the Valki, also super strong. You could even plot the Annex. And I think you may be able to plot the Annex and then actually play the Ritual Chamber version in the next turn. So you're gaining a little bit of card advantage there as well, a little bit of mana advantage there as well. So nice to have just a Jace here as well. Valki, you can play it on 2, but that's not really the goal here. You can hard cast it in the late game, but the goal is to Jace it. And Shiko is there to pick up. It's 5 mana, so it's not too high of a curve. Shiko's actually quite cheap mana from a mana perspective. And then you can recast like a Verse, an Edict, a Push, a Thoughtseize. Like there's great cards that you can recast with Shiko. And then you have 4 annexes without any demons or anything here. So you're just relying entirely on the 6/6 demon that you create from the Ritual Chamber. But I mean, you have 4 of these, and sometimes just the card draw is enough as well. So it's a little bit of a risk. But I mean, so far it's worked out. The card draw is there. The card in itself can kind of work with itself. So it can create its own demon. Or you can find another annex. So it's mainly there for card advantage. Unless you're against mono red, you need to be careful. But otherwise, you're good. You should be pretty good to go. So yeah, with Thoughtseize and Annex, playing against mono red could be considered a little bit more difficult. I guess in the game that I did play against mono red, they did draw a few too many lands, and I was able to get rid of their early creatures, which was the key. But yeah, there are options. And then, not last but not least, we have a good land package. We have 4 Confluences and 4 Plazas. The Plaza is great because it allows you to cast, because all your creatures are legendaries. So it's basically a free, like, almost as if it's a land that produces all types of mana. And if you control a legendary creature, it also generates that type of mana too. So 1 Raffine and you have all Esper colors. You can cast an Annex or whatever you need. The red is the kind of most rare color here, but Plaza of Heroes and Confluence can both help you cast the Shiko or the Valki because they're all legendary. So there you have it. And the upside here is you can actually run the Esper legendary lands, Eiganjo, Otawara, and Takenuma. And when Nashi mills them, you can actually grab them as well. So you can actually use Nashi to find lands as well. That's kind of part of the reason why there's 2 Urborgs. It just increases the amount of potential lands you can hit with Nashi. Yeah, so that's the deck. Pretty interesting deck. I found it on MTG top 8, I think, and decided to give it a shot. And I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. Not sure if it's going to be a tier 1 deck, but it's also something worth trying out and definitely able to go toe-to-toe with the top decks in the meta. So yeah, there you have it. Let's look at some flavor. No flavor here today. Huh. All right, Vanishing Verse. Whoever summoned that thing had better confess right this moment, or the whole class will be cleaning the ink receptacles for a month. All right, and on that note, thanks for watching. Have fun. See you in the arena, and peace.